back, everybody, to another segment of 120 Seconds. Again, it's an artist interview that was conducted at Camp Zool 3. This is gathering veterans, Camp Zool veterans, formerly FAMs and the Hooligans, now just known as the HooliganZ. It's a little bit more lengthy of a conversation. Went a little bit different than the other ones did as far as subject matter, but I thought it was great and it was a lot of fun, so check it out. Thanks. All right, welcome back, everybody, to another segment of 120 Seconds on Fade Lovers. As always, I'm Stockwell, and we're changing it up. Instead of album reviews, I'm doing artist interviews here at Camp Zool 3, and I am here with officially now the HooliganZ, formerly FAMs and the HooliganZ, and they are Camp Zool veterans. This is their third go-around, and as we're doing these 120-second segment interviews, to show respect to my original idea, I'm giving every group 120 seconds to give me what I call the elevator speech. Just kind of, if nobody's ever heard of the HooliganZ ever before, in 2 minutes or so, and everybody can chime in, this will be fun since it's a big group, throw out how you see or represent yourself.
All right. We are a group of individuals from different backgrounds, you know, all that shit. We attract the outcasts of the fucking world, you know, with ones like us. We make what we want to make. We're very DIY. We like doing it our fucking self. Very independent. If you don't like the shit, either find another track, because all the tracks are different, like severely different in most cases, almost unmarketably different. If not, fuck off. Like, I mean, it's simple as that. We don't go at anybody's throat that doesn't fucking come at our throat. But, like, to me, this shit is us having a way to, over the years, bond with others like us. Like, there's not a lot of people like us back home. We're from very small towns. So when we come to shit like this, it's cool to see the people that gravitate towards us, because they're always just from the same types of walk of life, same mindset. It's and it's wild, because growing up in places like we did, you didn't think it was possible to have people who thought the same as you around you. It just didn't seem very like you. Yeah, it's a great community of people. This underground that we're in right now, very supportive of each other, and the fans are die hard, and the best that I've, like, I mean, I haven't had many fans in my life, I guess, but like the ones that I do have, I'm very thankful for.
Cool.
What about you, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just make music. I make music. These are my friends. We make music together.
We
for
grew
us.
up together,
You
so
hit
it's
the
other
nail on
people
the head
like
with
it.
it. The only thing I can say is that if you listen to our entire catalog and you find and you can't find something that you don't want to listen to,
yeah, we fucking dabble in all
just
genres.
or just wait, because
it's coming.
the next
It's
shit
coming.
is going to be
We're
completely
constantly
different than
making
the
new
last
shit, bro. None of our shit has ever sounded the same.
There's always a different idea coming forward.
Even if we do try to make something that sounds like something else, it never comes out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the way that you were playing it.
Shit comes like, dude, we don't set out to make any specific style of music. We literally just sit down and be like, what kind of vibe are you feeling today? And if something happens, dude, it's just like, we can't really explain it. Like, when it comes to especially band shit, like, we just vibe so well together because we've known each other for years, way before this music.
We were hanging out the same way we do now, way before.
Yeah,
music was
that's why, like,
we were still coming.
Everybody's
to shit
like, why are
this.
y'all camping out here with everybody? We literally don't know what we
did.
did
That's
before.
I got you.
It's
Right.
what
we
we
don't know
are,
any other
bro.
way.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
We've been camping with y'all for like 10 years.
yeah, y'all just ain't noticed us. Yeah.
This is
know
the
before.
event.
Yeah, it's hilarious to me, first of all, that you touched on the, I don't know, representing multiple genres, if you will, with even within the same album. Because if you remember when I introduced you guys on the stage, which was absolutely it was my favorite part of hosting that stage, because you were the last thing that I had to do, and that last day was really stressful with the rain and some other shit that happened, and people got bumped and whatever. And so I was like so glad to be done, and to introduce you guys, and I'm making it about myself here for just a minute, I guess.
Bro, you're good.
But it was one of those things where it was like, man, that was such like a stress relieving, like cathartic thing for me. That last intro was like,
Yeah.
all right, because I did, you know, just mad research on everybody.
Yeah.
And I try, and
You
everybody's
killed
like,
ours, bro.
when you do like, oh, what's a label? I don't want to label this, or like, I'm like, no, but like, and I said, I remember it. I said, you know, it's like horror, metal, trap.
Yeah.
And I said, and sometimes all within the same song.
Yeah.
Right? Like I specifically said that.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you guys all kind of touched on that because
Well, we're a collective of people. We all listen to like completely different
Widely
types
different
of music and the
music
stuff on our daily lives. So we're always showing each other different stuff. We're always hyped on a different genre of music than the other one at the time. So we all fall in different stuff.
I spent
So we'll just
15
bring
years
shit from
singing
that in.
reggae.
Yeah. We're all into different stuff, and we're all open to help each other explore those lanes together.
Right, exactly.
Like just because one of us don't particularly care for one type of music, like Keeper don't particularly like reggae music. But if we wanted to do a reggae song,
We've
we'd
done
fucking be there.
we've done
he would be
reggae
there
shit
for
in
it.
the past.
And it's just like that's why we are successful, I think, because we all have different ideas, and nobody's like really like I don't like when it comes to certain things, we're fucking wide open to each other about it, bro. Like I want everybody to have their voice heard within this band. That's why for the longest time it was only Fams and the Hooligans, because I was big locally, and we didn't want to lose
as
that.
fans, the solo artists.
We didn't want to lose
Yeah.
that.
And I was going to touch on this, so
Yeah.
again, I'm glad you're
We
going
weren't
there.
getting rid of Fem, so it didn't make sense to just drop that all together. It was still the same stuff. We're
Correct.
just adding
No.
the hooligans to it.
And I saw it on Facebook. I'm sure like probably most people did. And I was just kind of like that. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things where it's like,
you can ask her. It's been my plan since we literally started the band. It's just
Once Hooligans was
It started
synonymous
as a
with
ragtag
Fam,
group almost because
Yeah.
one airsoft event and I dropped everything and moved in with these boys.
whole like
and
hours
spent-
away and
just spent every day in that shed playing the drums.
All right, so are you guys all from West Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
all
just from like an hour. Or
Yeah, I would
so
say we're
away.
all from like the general area, but
Yeah.
our actual hometowns are about an hour away from each other.
But now we live right on.
Yeah,
right
now we're
beside
all right
each other.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But
So
X is actually from Ohio. I will say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
X-
But
I was
Ohio.
born and raised in Ohio.
is it the part of Ohio that's right next to West Virginia?
No.
Oh, okay.
It just happened
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
It was just meant to be.
He just
The
moved
26
down and
brought
got
us
stuck
together.
like everybody else, and then we put his ass to work.
Right.
I was like, "Yo, X, you want to fucking do some cool shit?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, man.
And he's the only person. Like, we've tried to put people on from back home, but nobody has had the work at.
Nobody's
I see.
down like X. X is the only
gotcha.
person who's actually down. to
He
do
wasn't
shit.
an official member. He wasn't an official member until he just like became an official. There was no talks about it. We were just one day like,
Yeah.
X is a hooligan, whether he wants to be or not.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it is.
Good
what it
luck,
is.
you're
What just happened? All right. If there was you fucked up chance, I would be hearing them through the internet, YouTube, what have you. So basically, the previous interview, the V Sinister interview, the mic cut out, and we didn't know until after it happened. But I noticed that the way the lights work on the mic, I knew that it had happened during the HooliganZ interview. And so when that happened, I just turned off the mic and switched it out, and it recorded the rest of the interview correctly. And then when I walked away, I walked over to my car, I put my camera on the car and was packing some stuff up, headed back in, and I got a overheat warning. So what happened was it chopped off like the last minute to minute and a half or so of that interview. So I'm not gonna paraphrase because that's just unfair. We talked a little bit about how X-Man had kind of joined the group late, and I didn't know that, and that's essentially what I said was that, oh, that's news to me. That was before I was around, before I knew who you guys were. We talked a little bit about their gathering set. We talked a little bit about what they've got coming up next. But as always, links below to anything involving the HooliganZ, 2-6, which is their record label, and a lot of those guys are solo artists on top of it. So please click the links, check it out. A group of great guys that really are all over the place musically, and that should show how talented they are, given that they're able to do that. So again, this is Stockwell. Thanks for checking it out. Click the links below. Support the underground. Support the HooliganZ. Until next time.